Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday market webcast. Okay, we talked a couple days ago about a band ride, a ride of the upper Bollinger Band. For those of you that are new, haven't followed us, that's when price engages this yellow line. You have the upper Bollinger Band here, the lower Bollinger Band here, the corresponding lower line, and you've got the middle of those, the midpoint between those two lines, which is your 20-day simple moving average. What tends to happen when price engages one of the bands, if it doesn't immediately bounce off and hold, and it tried to bounce off here, but then they reached back up yesterday and re-engaged it, it tends to ride it. We made higher highs in Globex last night, and so for the third session in a row, at some point during the session, it has engaged that upper Bollinger Band. So we talked back on the 10th that move was on deck, and here we are. So there's not much to talk about this morning. I'll continue to focus on the psychology of it all. You can hate this rally all you want, and you can talk about the Fed, and you can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. Price doesn't care right now. Price will care sometime in the future, but right now, price doesn't care. And until price cares, these dips are going to continue to be buys, and you're going to make more money on the long side than you are short. So we had a good start to the week. In the room, about 17 handles. We spent the vast majority of the day long, about after being short into the close on Friday and short into the open on Sunday night. We were long 75 quarter, we were long 81 half. We exited all of that. Right now we're short a couple of looks at 91 against 92 when it started making some lower highs last night. So that turned into a couple of decent trades. I'm wondering if I'm going to get stopped out here on this little lift off of the daily pivot. So we went down to 82 there, the daily pivot. Right here, we bounced it up into the 88s. I'm wondering if they revisit that 92 area that they dealt with about 5 o'clock in the morning. What do the bulls need to do? Well, if you're going to do this stuff, bulls, you got to continue to make new all-time highs. The market is going to continue to hold your feet to the fire. 3,300 in this situation tends to kind of be a magnet, and you'll be wondering, or everybody will be wondering, if we don't see it by the end of the day, whether it's time to, take a little look at the 9-day or something of that nature. 9 days sitting around 61. But, rather than sit around with fundamental geopolitical and central bank reasons for why you think things should be the way they are, it's a lot easier in my world to just trade price. Price simplifies a lot of things. And it's hard to wrap your head around. People want to be right. People want to predict things. People want to call tops and call bottoms and predict moves. But that's not trading. That's being some kind of economist or, FinTwit or something like that. We're just trading price here and risk. Now, got to respect your risk, especially when it gets choppy. Got really choppy yesterday off the open, and there's a point where it gets so choppy that it's all risk, no reward. We use disaster stops in the room. 5 handles is the worst we're ever going to do on any trade. When it gets that choppy, we tend to back off because you're risking 5, and the reward on the other side of it just doesn't make any sense. Now that -5 becomes an even stop after the trade gets 2 handles to the good. So, that 5 goes away, but when it's that whippy, it's hard to get it to go away. And, you have to be patient until price normalizes, which is what we did. And then we ended up getting long around 75. And, it ended up being a pretty simple day. I will always take boring and profitable. Always. Always. So heading into today, you got a whole lot of price concentrated in and around 87. You've got the hourly mid-band, about 88.5. Volume weighted average price comes in. We have a proprietary moving average. Both of those are sitting at 87. We already talked about the daily pivot down to 82. So 82 to 88 that's going to have to convert in somebody's favor in order to get the next move. Okay? So, everybody have a great day. Watch price, respect your risk, put your brain down for a minute, and, if price wants to go higher, then, figure out your risk and you want to be long. If it starts to pull in, kind of like it did last night, well, that's the time to be short. Not shorting every high of the moment and then just becoming the squeeze. Don't be the squeeze. It's a lot more fun to be the windshield than the bug. And, if you're struggling with those concepts, I would humbly suggest you come check us out because we are not. All right, everybody have a great day. There'll be more stuff out on social. Take care. Trade them well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.